Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda and today I'm going to be chatting through all the books that I would like to read in the month of October. October is very much my favorite month of the entire year. Not only is it my birthday month, but there's two amazing readathons going on in the month of October, and it's just gonna be the best month ever. I have my tattoo appointment this month. I have so many parties to go to. I'm not even kidding. I'm like so busy this month. So we'll see how these games treat me. But hopefully they'll be nice, I get some good books, and it should be a fun video, so let's get into it. So the two readathons that I am participating in this month, the first of which is a Patreon exclusive on Steph's Patreon. I am so excited to be participating in the season of the Witchwood Readathon. This is my first time participating. I have only joined Steph's Patreon for a couple of months. It has truly been life-changing. I've made some amazing friends in Steph's Patreon. They are the best people. They're so kind, they're so funny, and I could not be doing life without them, truly. So excited for this readathon. So we're gonna play Witchwood Readathon first, but the other readathon I have is Becca's Spookoplathon, one of my absolute favorites, and I'm so hyped for both of these. So like I said, we're gonna play Season of the Witchwood first, and then we'll see how that treats me, and then we will determine how many rolls I do for Becca's Spookoplathon after the Season of the Witchwood rolls, because the rules for the Witchwood Readathon is that you roll a singular dice and move around the board, and you stop once you reach the apothecary, which is at the end. So depending on how many books I have to read, I don't want to set a number of rolls for Becca's Spookoplathon, if that makes sense. So it's a very loosey-goosey kind of thing. But I do want to go ahead and play both games so I have an idea of what I'll be reading in October. But honestly, I'm not going to be mad if I just don't read anything, because you know how I am. I am not really reading, it seems, but I do have some book club books that I do need to get to, and I do have a giant stack of books off to the side of books that I really want to get to pretty soon. So we're gonna play the games first, and whatever I can't fit into prompts that I would like to read or have to read, we'll talk about at the end. So without further ado, let's get into it. I do also want to mention I am going to be filming my rolls on my other camera, my vlog camera. So we're going to keep the footage rolling here, and I'm going to use my vlog camera to be filming over here. So it's going to be handheld shots because I don't have a good tripod to like do a down shot. You're on the only one I have. So we're just going to use this. So let's get into it. Right, first roll of Witchwood Readathon. So I have my singular die here. So sorry we're doing this handheld. All right, we got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we got a pumpkin. Okay, here we go, friends. All right, what does it say? All Hallows Eve takes place during autumn or Halloween. Oh, our first roll, we landed on a pumpkin, which is the prompt, takes place during autumn or Halloween. I actually just thought of the perfect book, I hope, so I'm gonna go grab it. I'll be right back. So the book that I grabbed is From Bad to Cursed by Lana Harper. I could have sworn these books are all set around Halloween, but reading the back, it says that this book is set around this year's Beltane Festival, which I know is like specific to this book. Like that's what they were doing last year, like in the book. So like, I don't remember if that's like Halloween or not. Okay, actually, Beltane is a real holiday and it actually happens in May. So this is not gonna work. All right, let me consult my best friend Google. Wow, this is a really difficult prompt and I feel like it shouldn't be. I just Googled like books set on Halloween and I'm struggling to find anything that says something specific about being set around Halloween. Like there's definitely a lot of like cozy books or like books that I would read around Halloween time. Okay, but it does say does take place during autumn. So I might go with that instead because I am a dummy and didn't read this all the way, but it does say takes place during autumn or Halloween. There is an or, babes. Wow, I'm such a dummy sometimes. It's really shocking. I mean, It's not that shocking. I'm just a dummy. So, okay, that really helps actually. Okay, this took way too long to figure out, but I think I've decided to pick the Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. This is honestly perfect because Steph also loves this book, so it just feels right to pick something that Steph loves for her own readathon. And according to a Reddit list, this is set during like the spooky season autumn time. So we're going to go with that. So that is our first roll for Season of the Witchwood Readathon. Let's get into the second one. Okay, roll number 2. Let's see what we get. 1. All right. Rest your bones and read. That sounds great to me. So the prompt that we landed on is rest your bones and read. So this is not really a reading prompt, more of just a do prompt. Steph said that this is a mixture of like life prompts and reading prompts, which I very much appreciate. So this one's easy. I don't have to do anything specific besides read and relax. All right, roll number 3. Let's go. We got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, we got another pumpkin. And this one is the Spell Shop. Alrighty, our third roll, we landed on another pumpkin and we drew the Spell Shop, which is perfect. I have to read this book anyways in October. This is Steph's Patreon book club pick for the month, which is absolutely perfect. I'm literally just picking all of Steph's favorites for this, which not intentional, but I'm loving it. So I don't know too much about this one, but I have had this book on hold for a solid 2 months now from my library. So hopefully it comes in on time. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to buy the ebook, but I'm really just trying to save money and use my library. So hopefully it comes in during October. But yeah, this is exciting. I was really hoping I'd get that one because I definitely need to read it. Alrighty, roll number, I have no clue, 4. I really can't count and I'm an accountant. It's kind of sad. What is that? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What does that say? Favorite Halloween activity. That's so fun. And again, we have another life prompt, and that is to do our favorite Halloween activity. For me, it's carving pumpkins. I love doing that, and usually my dad and I have a pumpkin carving contest, who can carve the best. I usually get my ideas from like Pinterest or something, and he does something crazy and out of pocket, and it's always a fun time. And my mom like gets us trophies. It's adorable. I don't know if we're gonna go that far this year, but I think we're gonna try to carve pumpkins. So if we don't do that, my other favorite Halloween activity is rewatching all 4 Scream movies. I don't technically like the 4th one because I think it's kind of dumb, but the first 3 are amazing. So if we don't end up carving pumpkins, it totally depends on how busy we are, because October is literal insanity for me. I literally have something going on almost every single day. I'm not even kidding. Like outside of work. So we'll just see about that. But yeah, so I'm hoping we can do that, but we're gonna put Scream movies as like option number 2. Roll number 5, babes. This might be the last one because we are almost to the apothecary. So let's see. We did it. We did it, babes. We did it. We're done. And just like that, I made it to the apothecary, and that was super fun. I actually technically only have to read 2 books, and the 2 I have to read, one of which I have to read for Steph's Patreon anyway, and the other one Steph really loved. I just think that's so perfect. So that was amazing. Steph, thank you so much. She's not gonna watch this, but thank you so much for creating such a fun little readathon, and I know there's gonna be so many fun sprints. We're gonna be hanging out on Patreon together, as we do. And it's going to be a blast, and I can't wait. So we're going to set aside this little board. I'm probably going to keep this actually, because I might play it again later in the month. Like, we'll see. Maybe I'll do like a little 24-hour version. I have no clue. Like I said, I'm so incredibly busy this month. I don't know what I have time for. So, okay, so far we got 2 of the 4 books I have to get on my TBR for the month, like required reads, and then everything else is kind of optional. So we're going to switch over to Becca's Spookoplathon, and we'll see how it treats me. Hopefully it's nice. So wish me luck, babes. Here we go. All right, babes, here we are. I'm so sorry I keep saying that. It's stuck in my head. So I got 2 dice this time. I think Becca uses 2. I think. I can't remember. We're going to use 2. And hopefully it's nice to me. So let's see. We have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Becca Rec. All right. So we landed on a Becca Rec. So I went to her playlist. She has a whole playlist of recommendations. I clicked on her spooky season fantasy romance recommendations because I'm curious what she has on here. So she has Her Soul to Take. I am not interested in that. The X-Hex, I could be interested in. Kingdom of the Wicked, I've read. Black Sunshine, I'm not too interested in. And then there's another book. Okay, not too interested in those personally. Let's go with, so I clicked on her video of recommending 3 books for every space on the Spookopoly Readathon board from 2022. So let's see what she has on here. I would prefer something that like I own personally, so then I don't have to buy it or try to get it from the library because that's kind of a pain sometimes. So I'm just like scrubbing through. Sorry, I'm just trying to find something that I haven't already read because Becca and I have very similar tastes for the most part. So I've read that. Not interested in that. Why are all of these reading prompts so difficult for me to do? I know it's not actually that hard. It's just my brain is not working properly currently because I'm just so bloody busy. Okay, I think I found a pick, but I've technically already read it, but I kind of want to reread it. So in Becca's Spookopoly recommending recent fave reads using my TBR game that she posted about a month ago, she mentioned Sleeping Giants. And I bought the entire trilogy from Libro FM somewhat recently, and I really want to re-listen to the first 2 because I listened to the first 2 and loved them, but then never continued. So I kind of need to start over to be able to finish the trilogy. So it technically works, but I technically have already read it, but it will be a reread, but it's still a Becca Rec. So I think it works. So that's going to be my pick. I'm really excited to be getting back into this series because I devoured these books. Okay, like I spent every minute I could listening to them because the audiobooks are incredible. So this is going to be my pick for that. Definitely not like a super spooky season pick, but it kind of works. From what I remember, it kind of was a freaky book, so it kind of works for the season. All right, roll number 2 for Spookoplathon. We got 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know what that says. I think it says Pentacles. So our second roll, I just realized I didn't say how many rolls I'm going to do. Let's stick with 5. I don't know. I really don't want to like have a ton of books on my TBR for October because like I keep saying, I'm so ridiculously busy. So let's maybe do 5. Let's do 5. I think that's what Becca typically does, and I'm going to try for that. But if I don't read all the books, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're doing 5 rolls, all right? Okay, so second roll, we landed on Pentacle, which is to summon a new favorite read, read a 5-star prediction. I have one, besties. I have a 5-star prediction, and I also have something in my eye. I am so excited for this book. I literally just bought it today, and I'm sorry, I still have something in my eye. Please hold. Okay, if I'm like glaring at you, I promise I'm not mad at you. My eye is just acting up all of a sudden, and it likes to do this occasionally. Wow, it's like really acting up. Hello? Can I please see? That'd be great. Okay, well, if I smeared mascara all over my face, it's fine. All right, anyways, sorry for the little eye intermission, but the book that I chose for this role is An Academy for Liars by Alexis Henderson. One of my friends recently read this, and I think he gave it 5 stars, or like 4 or 5 stars. And I'm like, okay. I have not had the best of luck with this author, I will admit. I did not enjoy Year of the Witching. Is that her other book? Let's see. I did not read House of Hunger. I tried the Year of the Witching and I did not like it. So I don't know. This one's like dark academia, which is definitely 110% my vibe. So I'm hoping this is better than those for me. Like I said, I never tried House of Hunger, but I'm hoping this one really seals the deal, and I feel like it could be a 5-star read. So putting this on the TBR, I was really hoping to make this one on here because I really want to read it. All right, roll number 3. Here we go. We are doing so well, but I know I probably just jinxed it. We have math. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, dice roll roulette. That's gonna be fun. All right, our third roll, we got dice roll roulette. So, according to Becca's rules, this is inspired by dice sprints. So we're gonna roll 2 6-sided dice. Each dot represents 50 pages. And we're gonna pick a book that is similar length to the number you rolled. And we're just gonna hope for the best, babes. So, got our 2 dice. I will roll them. And, hold on, let me actually probably film this just to prove what I'm doing. All right, we got a 5 and a 4, which is 9. Why am I so bad at math? Okay, 9. So that is 425 to 474 pages. That's a pretty decently length book. So I'm gonna just flip through some books that I have sitting over here. That's way too short. This is probably way too long, but yep, that's too long. Alrighty, I got 2 kind of spooky season books that are within the page range of 425 to 474. So I need to pick between these 2. So we have the Mary Shelley Club, which I don't remember too much about, like when I bought it, like what it's about. And the other one is Ghosts of Harvard. So let's read a little bit about both of these because I don't remember much about them. So this says, new girl Rachel is eager to make a fresh start at Manchester Prep, but as a scholarship student, she struggles to fit in among the rich kids and finds herself turning to horror movies for comfort. Somehow the stabby serial killers and homicidal dolls seem less scary than bored trust fund babies. Honestly, girl, you ain't wrong. Then Rachel gets caught up in a prank gone awry, going from weird loner girl to public enemy number 1 overnight. To Rachel's surprise, however, the incident attracts the attention of the Mary Shelley Club, a mysterious society of students who orchestrate elaborate pranks known as fear tests, which are inspired by urban legends and movie tropes. Ooh, this kind of sounds like what I'm in the mood for, is like campy horror, and this is kind of giving me that. So I might go with this. Oh my gosh, the font is also ginormous, so that makes me think it would read really quickly. And just to give y'all a page count, we are at the very last page, including acknowledgements, is 468 pages. So it's within the page range. And then this one, I don't remember too much about, but it says a Harvard freshman becomes obsessed with her schizophrenic brother's suicide, then she starts hearing voices. And I'm not even kidding, the blurb is practically the whole book. Like, wow, okay. So I don't know, this sounds really heavy. And I'm not really here for that, you know? Like, I don't know if I really want that. So I think I'm gonna go with the Mary Shelley Club. This actually sounds really fun, and I'm sure I can find the audiobook on Libby. So this is gonna be my pick for that. And I've had this book for a really long time, and it just sounds like the campy, fun horror that I'm kind of in the mood for. All right, roll number 4. Here we go. This is so much fun, honestly. All right, we got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a chance. Okay, I forget which color is chance. Okay, I think it's these. All right, let's go for it. Okay, all right, what does it say? Ooh, from bad to cursed. Oh my gosh, I mentioned that earlier. That is hilarious. Okay, so our 4th roll landed on a chance and pulled from bad to cursed, which is ironic because I was just talking about this book earlier. I really like reading these like one every kind of October time. I read the first book last October. It was such a fun little witchy time. So I'm looking forward to getting to this one. This is like a kind of spooky, witchy romance series. I've seen on Goodreads that the ratings just go downhill from the first book. So we'll see how this one goes, but I am excited to get this one on the TBR because it's just, you know, it fits the vibe. All right, besties, we are on the final roll. So roll number 5, here we go. Unless I just jinx myself and we get doubles. Oh, beautiful, perfect. All right, we have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, less than 300 pages, a small book. Perfect. And Becca's Spookoplathon is so kind to make my final roll a small book. So we have to find a book that is under 300 pages. So I don't think any of the books that I have in my stack are that short. I honestly have some chunkers, but I have one in mind that's horror that would be a nice little addition to this stack. So let me go grab it. I'll be right back. Alrighty, this is absolutely perfect. So, the final book that I'll be reading for Spookoplathon is Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke by Eric LaRocca. This is a collection of horror stories that I have been meaning to read since I bought this book. And it's just the perfect opportunity to read them. What I really like to do with short stories is read one story a day. So I'll probably start this at the beginning of October and just read a story every day until it's done. I'm just curious if it has a list of the stories in here. So, oh, there's only 3 stories. So, okay, I'm probably not going to read it that way because these are really long stories, but maybe I'll just read it as a normal book. Okay, never mind. Scrap that idea. But I've been meaning to read this and it's short and it's just perfect. So here are all of the books that I will be reading for Spookoplathon and the Witchwood Readathon, along with the Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, The Spell Shop, and Sleeping Giants. I think this is a great TBR, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books to read in the month, which is not that bad. Okay, that seems doable, and I think I can get audiobooks for most of these, and I got some good picks on here. All right, that is great. But unfortunately, I did not get hardly any of my book club books on here, so we're going to talk about those real quick. So my in-person book club pick, we will be reading Daughter of Sparta. I am technically reading this right now in September, but our book club meeting is at the very beginning of October on the 3rd, so I will likely have this one done in September, but I do want to give a shout out that I am reading this for my October book club meeting, but it's probably going to be finished in September, so I don't really know if this really needs to be on this TBR, but just thought I'd mention it. The other book that I'm going to try to get to is We Used to Live Here, which is the group read for the Witchwood Readathon in Steph's Patreon. So I'm going to try to get to this one. I have it on hold from the library. Worst case, I'll get the ebook like I will do if I need to for any other books on this TBR. So gonna try to get to that, but it's not like a huge priority, but I just love buddy reading with the besties in Steph's Patreon. So definitely going to try to read this one with everybody. And the only other book that I would like to try to get to, at least start in October, but like I'm obviously going to prioritize the Readathon books first, but I would like to start The Golden Fool, which is the second book in the Tawny Man trilogy. I recently finished Fool's Errand and I was a sobbing disaster of a mess, which is not surprising because that's what Robin does. So I would like to start this one in October and try to get it done at some point soon, you know, because I do want to continue with these series. I do want to continue with the Elderling universe and get these books done because they are just impeccable and heartbreaking and so good. So that is the goal. I'd like to at least start it and we'll just kind of see how it goes, but my readathon books are definitely top priority. And another book I just want to give a shout out that I will also maybe try to start in October, maybe like at the end of the month, is The Ending Fire, which is the final book in the Ending Fire trilogy. I have loved this series so much, and this book came out in September. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, and it's nearing the end of the month already, so I really don't think I will have a chance to do so, but would very much love to read this soon because I need to know how this book ends. So again, another book I would like to at least start in October, and we'll just kind of see whenever I can finish it. So that is it, friends. That is all the books that I would like to read for the month of October. I'm glad it's such a spooky TBR. Like, all these books are so perfect for the spooky season, which I was really hoping I could make happen. So let me know if you're participating in either or both of these readathons, as I would love to know. And any other books that you'll be reading in October, also would love to know. And I will see you all in another video soon. Goodbye!